you. Exercise, dieting, and walking, a powerful plan. This will change your life forever, right until the end. Keto and fasting, a path to embrace, healing mind, body, and spirit, finding your true place. Used to be stuck, but now I'm door dashing weekly, walking a lot of miles, living my best life. Don't let your age hold you down, 'cause age is just a number. Every single day, exercise, dieting, and walking, a powerful plan. This will change your life forever, right until the end. Keto and fasting, a path to embrace, healing mind, body, and spirit, finding your true place. Loving yourself first, that's where it all starts. Healing the whole selves from the inside out. No more doubts, no more fears, no more living in doubt. So come on over, join my YouTube family. Let's win together, me and you. At my weight loss journey by Keto Granny, we will soar, achieve your goals and so much
What's up, everybody? Welcome into my channel. This is Keto Granny. Hope that you've had a great week this week, staying focused on yourself and working toward your goals. On this channel, I like to talk about my weight loss journey. I like to share my weight loss tips. I share what works, but I also share what does not work. And also on this channel, I like to encourage people, help them stay motivated to reach their goals. And remember, if you fall off, just get up and start again. It's not a race. Do this at your pace. Okay, let's go ahead and get started this morning. I just love that song at the beginning. I know it's long, but I just love it so much and it gets me going. So I hope that you enjoy it also, and it kind of just gets you going and gets you in the mood for exercise and getting your day started every day. But this morning, you all, I was wondering, okay, I got the days mixed up. I thought it was Saturday and it's actually Friday. I think I'm just rushing the weekend because there's so many good YouTube things that I like to watch on Saturdays. We got Low Carb Queen. We have Stephanie 57 Journey. I also have Real Weight Loss Talks. And there is another one I'm going to check because I remember Stephanie put up a live, a information box, and she had like 8, 9, 10, and 11 o'clock slots. I believe it's Harjarina Net. I'm not for sure, but I'm going to go on there and check. But everyone that I just named, they have such great channels, you all. Make sure that you check them out. And you know, if you want to get shout outs on my channel, make sure that you tune in so that I can just look over and give you a shout out, because I really do appreciate you coming to my channel and I appreciate your support. And I try to do the same. I'm a little bit up there, 70. And But I do try to get on here at a steady rate and go to different channels and show support and watch your videos, make my comments, because anything that I watch, I got an opinion just about everything, just like everyone else. But anyhow, I just want to welcome you in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment below the video. Let me know what you think about the videos that I'm making. You know, participate. That lets YouTube know that you're actually liking the content and you're watching the content, and also it helps my YouTube channel grow. Let's see. I got up and this morning I was looking at my YouTube channel and I saw some information talking about the GLP1s. Now, as you know, I am considering using the GLP1 medications because I have been, I could say, stuck for a long time at the present weight that I am. I'm running around 236, 237, 238 in there right now in those pounds. But my scale goes anywhere from the low 230s all the way up to 240, 244 is where I kind of float around. Okay, so I've got my scale moving. I've got it moving in the right direction that I want it to go. And I feel like I can still, go in the right direction by doing what I'm doing. Keto, intermittent fasting, walking, and exercise. Because these are the key components to any weight loss program. You're going to have to be eating good, nutritious meals. And I feel like I get good, nutritious meals eating the ketogenic diet. A lot of people say that the ketogenic diet is very, very difficult. It's hard to follow. It's hard to stay eating that type of food. It's not a type of food. It's food that you eat every day. And you get to choose the foods that you want on the ketogenic diet. When I first started the ketogenic diet, I thought it meant keto, like little bit of food, like poor keto. And I laugh at myself about that a lot of times. I say, okay, it had nothing to do with it at all. But on the ketogenic diet, I am able to eat good, nutritious meals that I pick myself. Meat, that's my protein, my main protein. And then when I do have my carbs, I get them mostly from vegetables. I would say just about all of them from vegetables. But every now and then, I'll have a piece of candy. I'll have a piece of cake, a piece of pie. Heck, me and my husband, we had lemon pie just a couple of weeks ago. And that lemon pie was so good, I went in the kitchen and made another lemon pie. We had 2 lemon pies that we ate in about 3 days, 3 or 4 days. Yes. And I kept doing my workout. I kept eating like I was supposed to. But I added in those extra things that may have slowed down my weight loss, but nonetheless, I was still able to lose weight, over 3 pounds for that week. So for me, keto works great. Keto has always worked for great once I learned how to do it correctly. And I consider myself as having had a keto whoosh this week because I went back to taking a lot of things out of my diet. And when you're doing that, your cells change. You get a lot of water in your cells. From what I understand, and this water finally it collapses. And once it collapses, you lose weight. That's called a whoosh. That's called the keto whoosh because you've been eating the ketogenic way and your body is changing. Your cells are changing and it has to release. And once it releases that water, it's mostly water. Yeah, it's all water, electrolytes and all that. So you have to make sure that you're replenishing your electrolytes when you're on the ketogenic diet. And by that, I mean eating the best vegetables that you can eat. And eat vegetables that you like, vegetables that agree with you. That's going to make you stay focused and actually want to do it, okay? Choose meats. Choose meats and proteins that you like to eat. I like meat. So here lately, some days I add in more meat than other days, and on those days, more meat than vegetables on some days. And on those days, I'm actually doing more keto, I call it, working toward the carnivore, where I'm just eating meat, maybe for one day a week also. But I eat like I want to. I used to put up different challenges for people to do. If I were to do anything like that now, it would just be as a guide to help someone get used to adjusting the foods that they eat and showing them how they can keep it low carb, and how they can eat and keep their net carbs under 20, or keep their total carbs under 20, whichever you want to do. But they would have all of these options whenever I usually did put together a challenge. If you're interested in me doing something like that, state it below in the comments, and I will put together a challenge that will help you as far as different foods that you can eat. Also talking with you about getting your grocery list together, going out shopping and preparing ahead of time. You don't want to, sometimes, if you're like me, when I first started, and even now, I can't afford to just go out and get everything keto, but I can do it gradually, add in the staples, and then start reaching out and trying different things from that point. So it can be a gradual process, and that way you'll be able to really just hop in there and get going. But it can also, you can start it tomorrow or the next day. Just stop eating, I say sugar. Stop eating a lot of sugar products and processed foods. Start doing that first, and you're going to see some results. And start trying to take a walk every day. Add in things a little bit at a time at your pace, and you're going to start living a healthier lifestyle. But let me get back to what I got on here to talk about, and that was with me deciding to use the GLP1s. I was looking at only doing it for about a month is what I want to do. Do it for about a month, see my results. But then I also know that on a diet, you got to give it at least 3 months in order to really know how your body is functioning on that diet. So, or on that weight loss protocol that you're using. So, I feel the same about the GLP-1 injection. If I was to do it, I would need to give it at least 3 months in order to see how my body would act or react on this medication. When you're deciding to do anything different to your body, give it thought. I say do your research, especially if you're on medications or you have different what they call them comorbidities going on, or you have different things that you're dealing with, the high blood pressure, if you've got diabetes, high cholesterol, all of these things. If you're dealing cancer, if you're dealing with these type of things, think about how this medication is going to act or interact with medications that you're already taking. Ask your doctor questions. Make sure that you get the answers that you want. All of the answers that you want. Write your questions down in a book. This is what I usually carry, and I make different notes everywhere. Different things that I want to ask. Take it with me to the doctor. Make notes, and you have that stuff readily available with you. Journaling helps a lot. No matter what you're journaling for, I have things that are just written on so many pieces of paper, and on loose paper also. I've got to get back. Well, I started being more organized as far as getting all of my notes together or whatever I'm writing, and I'm trying to put them all together in one spot, go through them and kind of categorize them and write them all in different spots and places. But you can see I got stuff everywhere. When I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. But I just have different things here that I work on, and I gotta get a bigger desk also. But anyhow, back to the GLP-1. I was only going to do it for a month and, see if it would give me a good boost as far as getting my weight loss up and running like I feel like I want to be up and running, especially since I see everyone losing weight to me at a steady, rapid speed. And not a lot of people talk about the exercise that they do. What I do hear them talking about is things like constipation and the side effects is what I'm hearing a lot about. The constipation, the diarrhea, having to eat smaller meals, having to eat more protein, um, making sure that you're not losing muscle. But a lot of them, if you are exercising, a lot of them aren't sharing the exercise and different things that they do. But what I understand, this is something that is necessary. So I'm assuming that people hear me. I said, I am assuming. And you know what they say about assuming? You make a out of you and me. Okay. So hopefully I'm not going down that road. But what I am saying, if I were to use a GLP-1, then I would have to exercise. I would have to eat good, nutritious meals. I would have to do all of the things that basically I am doing now, eating good, nutritious meals. I could still be able to add in fasting, it sounds like, which I think would be great with a GLP-1. I would still be exercising, still be walking. And in order to keep my muscle and in order to make sure that I'm eating correctly, but instead of like having one meal a day doing, oh man, that's something I would have to give up on using a GLP-1, because I hear everyone say you have to do the smaller portions and you may have to start eating anywhere from 4 to 6 small meals a day. Okay, so I can see where that is necessary, especially since what a GLP-1 does is to slow down your digestion. And by slowing down your digestion, I would think that this would make you think very, very hard about eating a big meal. So there are some things that I would see as setbacks for myself, and then I because I would have difficulty with those things, and I think it's best to know what you're going to have problems with before you start doing different things to your body that you're not used to. And especially if you're more up in age, as I am. So I have some people, like I said, they don't like the injections. So now, you know what they have? It's getting closer and closer to the pill form. Like I said, I got on the internet this morning, and when I got on here, one of the stories came up was on Good Morning America, where they were interviewing a doctor. Um, I don't know if she's with Eli Lilly or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and play part of this for you, and then I'll stop it and we'll talk about it.
Our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Tara Narula, is here with the new details from Eli Lilly. And Doc, please, good morning, first of all.
Good morning.
Tell us the results of this study.
Well, Eli Lilly has announced the results of a late-stage study. These are preliminary but promising of patients taking a very new oral once-daily GLP pill. This would be really potentially game-changing. They looked at about 3,000 patients who were obese or overweight with some cardiovascular risk factors.
Okay, as we can see, they have a new pill that is getting ready to come out. I first heard about this from GLP1 Journey and Review. Be sure to check out our collaboration that we did together, her interview. She gave a lot of great information, and she did talk about the pill form that was coming out. So when I saw this, I was very, very excited about it. That they have a pill form that is coming out. Now, the pill form, they said they do not know how much, it's going to cost, but I would think it would be cheaper than, a lot cheaper than the injection, the liquid form. But as I said, they don't know. They don't know if insurance will cover or not. But it would be something that would be available for people who would be considering using a GLP-1, except they don't like injecting themselves, or for people who are possibly injecting themselves. And I believe they said that they could eventually switch over to that GLP-1 pill form as a maintenance type of a thing. So that's one thing that, something that you would have available also as another tool in your toolbox, because from what I'm understanding, that if you use these GLP-1s and once you come off of them, I believe they said within 2 months that you will regain your weight back, or most of your weight back. So it does sound like to me that if you're wanting to maintain your weight loss from a GLP-1, that you are going to have to possibly think about staying on this for your lifetime. For me, that's not something that I want to do on pill form, probably, or the injection form for sure. But it is something that is available for those of us who are having problems with weight loss. As I say, it's another tool in the toolbox, something that you have available. So I did want to bring this because I find it very interesting, because if I were to consider using a GLP-1, I would have a choice. So I'm going to go ahead and add this back to the stage. And I'm going to have to make sure that I get back to the right thing also here. All right. I didn't know that it was going to switch off, but
Morning.
Tell us the results of this study.
Well, Eli Lilly has announced the results of a late-stage study. These are preliminary but promising of patients taking a very new oral once-daily GLP pill. This would be really potentially game-changing. They looked at about 3,000 patients who were obese or overweight with some cardiovascular risk factor. They studied them for about 72 weeks. Those patients, on all the different doses they gave them, lost weight, but on the highest dose, they lost about 27 pounds at 7.
Monetize gig platform optimizing vertical liquidity.
do some jiggling.
They also dropped markers like blood pressure and certain cholesterol markers. And they did seem to have a similar adverse event profile or safety profile to the injectable GLP drugs. So lots of them had potentially nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, constipation at about the same rate that we see with the injectables.
All right, when could this pill be available?
Well, Eli Lilly says they are going to submit for approval by the end of the year. They are prepared to roll this out globally. The full results will be presented next month, so we'll get to hear a little bit more about the details of the study. But really, this is one of several. Novo Nordisk is also seeking approval for their oral version of Wegovy, so hopefully we will see some of these on the market quickly. We don't know anything about cost or insurance. Eli Lilly also says they're studying this pill in diabetics. This study we talked about was non-diabetics, and they're studying it in patients who have obesity with hypertension and sleep apnea.
So what might this mean for patients?
Well, I can tell you I have a lot of patients who say, I don't want to use an injection.
So, as you can see, the pill will be coming out very, very soon. They don't know if it's going to be covered by insurance. They don't know the cost yet. But it is something that's available for people who don't want to use the injection. So I feel like I said, this is another tool in the toolbox that people can use if they are wanting to use GLP-1s. But I thought it was very, very interesting. And I just wanted to share with you that, this is available. Okay, let me go ahead and let's listen to the rest of this.
I don't want to deal with refrigerating the medication, and I think they would be much more likely to take a pill. Clearly, it would be less expensive to make, so more accessible globally and in our country to a lot of people who may not be able to afford it. It also opens the door for people who say, I may not want to take an injection for the rest of my life, but they lose weight on the injections, and then they decide to transition to an oral pill. And as we learn, Michael, more about all of the benefits of these drugs that we're seeing, kidney dysfunction, potentially cognitive deficits and improvement in cognitive issues, fatty liver, there's just so many things we're learning that these drugs can do. Clearly, having a pill is going to be much more beneficial for the widespread implications of what this
could be a game
do.
changer.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, Doc. Our chief.
Okay, as you see, there are going to be options. Options for those who want to use an injectable, or for those who want to use the pill form. Let me take this off. I'm done with that. But I wanted to get on here just to share that there are options available. It almost sounds like to me that once you start taking these GLP-1s, that you have to take these for the rest of your life if you want to maintain your weight loss. So for me, that also helped me decide that I know that I didn't want to do an injectable for the rest of my life. And I'm already trying to get off of pills by doing the ketogenic diet. I've come from 368 pounds down to 236, 238 pounds. That's where I'm at now. And I'm very, very satisfied with that. I got so satisfied that I stayed here for a few years, but I want to get smaller. So that's why I'm setting this goal of 199 by the end of the year. I started off at 252 pounds this year. And like I said, now I'm stuck where my scale usually sticks, where my body feels it is most comfortable. But I want to get down to 199 by January 1st of 2026. Lord willing, if I'm still here. But anyhow, set goals and work toward. I'm going to have to go ahead and break my goal up in the increments of how I want to get there. Say lose 10 pounds average for the next few months, work on that, or 15 pounds average for the next couple of months, and work on that and really work toward it. Now, I am adding an exercise at my pace and as much as I can do. I tell everyone, if you can do it daily, that's what you want to aim for. But sometimes I feel a lot more aches and pains now than I used to. So I try to take all of those things into consideration when I am exercising and not injure myself. But I just wanted to get on here and share that with you today, that there are options, or there will be options soon available from the pill called, I'm not going to even try to say the name. I know it begins with an O. Okay. But anyhow, thank you all for joining me. Happy Friday. I just wanted to get on here and share that with you because I saw that. And I said, oh, that's something that I can share with them about the pill that's coming out. Anyhow, have a great day. And I will talk with you tomorrow. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the show. Tomorrow, my special guest is going to be Terry Least, and she has her YouTube channel, Terry Least. Make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you're here and that you tune in for the show. Hit that notification bell to make sure that you don't miss it, and bring your questions. Terry has lost over 180 pounds that she is maintaining by eating keto. It looks like ketovore, carnivore, but she's mainly meat focused. So make sure that you tune in so that you can learn a lot more about different ways of weight loss journeys, but we all get the same result. Bye-bye. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening.
Enjoy the chapter song for my weight loss journey by Keto.
Welcome to my weight loss journey. That's right, I am here and ready to share. I'm Keto Granny, keeping it real and true. And if you need to lose weight, this channel is for you. Exercise, dieting, and walking, a powerful plan. This will change your life forever, right until the end. Keto and fasting, a path to embrace. Healing mind, body, and spirit, finding your true place. Used to be stuck, but now